Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now back to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This one goes underneath to Walker.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A play-action fake, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there, he couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him, Perhaps another one is in store today.
Throwing to start the drive. Mooney. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Mooney. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Mooney. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Mooney. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Mooney. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Mooney. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and on a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Mooney, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clock. And field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the gun, it's Walker, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, spinning away. These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the gun on third down. Mooney. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Looking to throw. Mooney. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Back to throw. Mooney. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point attempt here still to come. it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Mooney, throw left side, complete. That's Johnson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson. 73 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead in. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mooney. He gets it complete to Harris. He's able to get this route closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mooney. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So we've come upon. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter. Here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the ground, it's Harris. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard.
From the gun on third down. Mooney wide open. It's Allen complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Mooney. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mooney. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 3rd down, Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Last week, I remember asking you what offensive coordinator you're looking for week 2 of the preseason. Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Trying the left side with Walker. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Looking to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 14 yards that time for number 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, Mooney. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw again, Mooney. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mooney. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Again, Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, Goodrich, and they're able to bring him down at the 20.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down,
Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Goff on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Goff on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st down, Goodrich trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Mayfield on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodrich, and the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a first down throw. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now remember now, no overtime in the preseason. Though a touchdown and an extra point on this drive could make that conversation moot. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 1. Less than 90 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Goff. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them